You can now support Dubious Consumption on Patreon.
Hey guys, Justin from Dubious Consumption here. I've been working on my Clive Barker video for about 4 months now. Meant for it to come out in October, but obviously I kind of overestimated how in-depth this would be. So, even in my essay, I have a line about, hey, while we're waiting for Hellraiser Judgment to come out. Well, obviously the trailer has dropped since then and had kind of a nebulous look for it on Blu-ray and DVD. Well, I looked it up. It said it was going to come out on Valentine's Day. Awesome, cool, pre-order it. Let's do this thing. And wouldn't you know it, it showed up yesterday. So, I'm not sure how I feel about this thing. It seems very much, from the trailers, more like Silent Hill. The writer and director is Gary J. Tunnicliffe, who wrote the previous disaster, Hellraiser Revelations, who tried a few things, none of them good, but it did have one decidedly Pinhead line in there, which is, "There is now a deficit of flesh, and we seek payment." Like, I love that line. That's the only Pinhead line in there, because to me, Pinhead has always been a bureaucrat. He has always been, the best Pinhead is Hellraiser 2, where they do not kill the person who opened the box because she was a tool by somebody who actually desired the box to be open. To me, that completely separates him from every other 80s horror icon. They did not do that much afterwards, but Gary has basically said in interviews that he hated what they did with Revelations, and that because of that, he kind of just did whatever he wanted with this film. So, who knows what that's going to entail. So I'm going to watch it right now. I'll record myself watching it, pause for any discussion ideas I have during that, and then we'll have a review up in the next day or so. So, here we go. Dimension Films. Dimension Home Entertainment at that. So I love the gritty aesthetic, especially in the Hellraiser Judgment. Ooh, a beautiful lament configuration. Oh, don't fuck with me here. Okay, already, that is an interesting idea. I'm not sure how I feel about them wanting to toss out the lament configuration, but the box is beautiful with a little bit of bad CGI in the middle there. But, oh, I love there's a depth to the gold foil that they have on there. Like, it feels like it's just etched in there and carved. But they're talking about, there is now the Auditor character, who I believe originally when they were going to reboot Pinhead, or the Hellraiser series, that was going to be like an early Pinhead, but now he seems like he's an accomplice. So that's this already looks leaps and bounds better than Revelations ever did. So, I hate to say it, I'm fucking excited. Let's do this thing. Dr. Watkins, I think it says. Matthew 5, Little Vico Slaves. That's interesting. So they talked about there being a house. Ah, there's the iconic line. That's interesting. The Auditor, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the Doctor from the sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show Silent, or Shock Treatment. It's interesting. Yeah. Very, matter of fact, all carved up.
Same city, completely different zip code.
Nice. Oh, I love the gears. Hold it in blood. So it's interesting. So he's using a typewriter that uses transfusions. This is weird. So this is just completely dumb. The assessor is an overweight man wearing a suit coat with no shirt. He douses the pages of the tears of children and then eats them. Receiving sexual pleasure? Oh, was that a lament configuration right behind him?
What?
Yeah, there's one in the back. There's 11 different puzzle boxes behind him. And there's the Leviathan version. That's interesting. I do not really care for. And there's tits. Nice. Okay. So there's like the Pinhead sitting at a throne in the darkness. There's some arms in the back and we got Babyface. There's some visually striking angles here. It's very modeled. This is more like they're trying to do the opening of American Horror Story. Okay, here we go. Pulling off the skin. I don't think you could have had those precision cuts beforehand, but okay, cool. Spot the heat. Hesitant piano notes. That's probably the best subtitle I've seen in a while. Okay, black screen. So that was the intro to the house. Heather Langenkamp. Boom. Based on characters created by Clive Harper. I mean, I like the aesthetic. Maybe Gary J. Tunnicliffe is the guy who did. I don't know. I'll have to look at those. Okay, I guess here's the real story. Ooh, fire hazard. I like that at least. That's a little bit.
The book.
Question C.
Read it.
Oh, fuck you. Those are completely fresh candles. Okay, at least he has a button. I am a jealous god. So, very 7 aesthetic. Perceptor. Auditor. Oh, that's fine. That's her dog. And there's the beautiful box. Fortunately, the audio is a bit low in these sections, but I like the nice store-bought with the barcode still on there. So one thing I forgot to mention is that this is filmed in Oklahoma City. Like, I came so close to being able to be a part of this. I like the little fake detectives written on there. This definitely has a more gritty, lived-in nature. Missing children. Nice. Okay. I don't know how I really do hate this like Judeo-Christian twisting of the Hellraiser mythos. Even Clive Barker does it, but I really do not like it.
It's just like petty theft.
Seriously? No windows?
Honey, with what those boys are doing in there, no windows ain't a bad thing.
Good lord, the shock. Seems sarcastic, but hey, cool. That will lead them to the house, because he probably has it in his search history. I will say, I'm really digging this aesthetic. lived-in feel. It's actually kind of getting me involved-ish. Oh, hey. 55, Ludovico. What is Ludovico? Sounds so familiar. I'm gonna feel like an idiot once I figure that out. Sorry guys, had to stop to make some food. So please apologize for my eating. We're starting back up with, I don't even know his fucking first name. The gruff cop of the pair that both have the last names, which I don't remember because characterization. Former soldier has found 55 Ludovico Place and is about to enter. Apparently not calling for backup. Is already just straight up doing some organ configuration business. And he said we were in the box. Question standard, but I actually enjoy anytime the auditor's on screen. It's right now the most interesting person.
A sector.
I wish it was a Tale of Two Cities as opposed to A Christmas Carol.
You will take it to be cleaned and then to the surgeon.
Nice.
Or it can't be.
He does play with the idea angels to sun, demons to others. Actually does play with the heaven motif a little bit. That's neat. I like that there's actually got it. Interesting. Not a great chapter. A little bit better than the second one, I think. So, my questions now are, what is the auditor and Pinhead relationship? Because it seems to move back and forth. I really like that, though. Who is the heavenly person? But yeah, I think it mainly comes down to like, who's actually in charge there? One of the things I like about this house is that the design actually kind of reminds me of Lord of Illusions and Nix's house. So it's different, and I like the way this is going. Like, it goes right back to the house, as Pinhead said he would, but it doesn't work. Accents are all over the place right now. I need to look up and see what's going on. But I would love to know where the Ludovico house is. Where's your fucking power, man? Problem is, this is still fairly good. So, guessing where she is about to swim. So I like that in this version, so far it seems like he's now piqued their interest, which is why things are so weird, as opposed to him being in hell the whole time. Kind of seems like that was Norman that was the shot, but
Yes.
so they are brothers, not just two guys named Carter. I know they said the brothers in arms literally, but that seemed more like it was a gun thing than nothing like old coffee.
We gotta straighten up.
That's bad writing. But that might be the Bible, who knows? Haha! God, this does feel like so fucking much. You know, it was the best of times, it was the worst of
Best of
times.
times. A relationship like that.
fucking questions. So where is Heather Langenkamp? Oh, is Heather Langenkamp the ethereal?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's 1970. I still got a 4. Single?
You're kidding, right?
I do. It's nice to watch a Hellraiser and have some tension in your chest. Don't know why, because it's not really. I mean, there's some cool shots. It's not a scary movie. It is interesting, and that seems lifted straight from. Oh fuck! What's the name of it? The one with Mickey Rourke and Robert De Niro. Angel's Heart. Angel Heart. Nobody has fucking gloves on? I know you can do elimination prints, but fuck, really? Really? God damn it. Nice. Bad CG. They actually on par with It's interesting because he wasn't actually, I mean,
Amateurs. Experience beyond.
So that is annoying. So, I like Pinhead's look, but the robes aren't that much.
Let me out. Hey.
Well, that could have had a little bit more impact, but I see that movies need a lot more.
Are you the brave?
So local ribcage.
Probably should not have done that.
I have nothing.
So that was Hellraiser Judgment. There were actually a lot of things I really liked about it. Holy shit, Heather Langenkamp was the landlady? And the auditor was Gary J. Tunick, which I really did like. He was the best character of this. So, let's see. I can't timer there. I really like, obviously I've not on about this, but I really like the aesthetic of it. It's very dark, dirty, grimy. Yeah, there wasn't really a lot of room for extras, so obviously I would have been able to jump in there. Which kind of makes me sad. I still would have loved to see this made, but I think it's a really good improvement. I would say it's not as good as Curse of Chucky, but better than Cult of Chucky. Like, this is actually something that I could see spinning off into something else, because for once, while they've had the procedurals before, it was not him stuck in hell the whole time. Pinhead still had a small part. It was more the kind of weird Silent Hill 7 feeling. I do feel the reveal the brother was the killer is and there were certain things that could have been handled differently so that there would be a chance. I don't know. Like the him coming back and saying I'm back and then getting shot. Like, it would have been better if you got shot in the face
space or something, because he didn't even get to say it as a part of episode that I go to now that I've noted it before. I do like that they cut him short, but I don't know. Probably favorite scene is still the auditor and him getting, like, him just kind of going, basically the writer going, fuck it, we've seen this scene before, we know what's going to happen, so, you know, fuck it, we know what's going to happen, so let's just cut through the bullshit, let's get to the questions, let's get to be explained, let's get to how I got to this point. So thank you to the Class and Luxury Apartments at Oklahoma City, Crown Plaza, First Baptist Church, Oklahoma, Guthrie Scottish Rite, Jaguar of Oklahoma City, Maximum Medical, Oklahoma Flower Market, Paramount, Rolling Throne, Stable Cafe, Stowe's Festival, Striker Building, Temperate 223, Guthrie. Oklahoma, filmed in Oklahoma using the Oklahoma Film Enhancement Rebate Program. Thank you to Oklahoma. Boom, motherfuckers. And the only music was by Darren Johnson and Furlise. Sir. Sure. Nice. This was interesting. Hanover, Germany. And nice.
Guten Morgen. Dürfen wir reinkommen, um Ihnen die gute Nachricht Gottes zu teilen?
Two. And it isn't even a Tuesday.
Nice. Okay. Dimension Films. They're actually trying to breathe life back into the Hellraiser franchise. So for this film, they had some deleted and extended scenes and then a gag reel. But, so nothing too crazy, there's no director's commentary, there's nothing like that. So that kind of sucks. As, you know, it'd be interesting to see kind of what his thought process was, and I know there's interviews out there. But kind of regardless, I love the aesthetic, I love a lot of the ideas in here. Much better than the last handful of ones. Honestly, I kind of like it better than Hellseeker and Inferno. But those were ones that I like more because it's a person caught in hell and you kind of seeing what the personalized hells were. So, man, I'm really surprised. So, I really like this. As always, you know, thanks to my patrons. Got Chris Markinson, Jeff Strait, and Stormy OK,